So Jennifer, thank you for going through and describing these wonderful water treatment systems and explaining how they work, because I know I didn't realize how beneficial something like this would be.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started? How did you start this business?
So I actually took it over from someone else that owned it before me.
Okay.
And the goal is to provide healthy water for everybody. Everyone should have the opportunity to drink clean, healthy water.
Right. Well, and I find that, just from the demonstration you just did for me, and with, the stories we're hearing of contaminated water all through the United States, I mean, that's really important to be able to give people a way to give that to themselves.
It is, and it should be a no-brainer. It should be provided for every citizen, no matter what, age, creed, race, doesn't matter.
Right.
Everybody should have clean drinking water, and unfortunately they don't. And so that's why I give the water away free.
Wow.
So if you come in, I give the water away for 2 weeks in gallon jugs.
Oh, wow. So if you want to come and try water here with Jennifer,
it's free. And I just ask that you bring your jug back.
Okay.
And if you don't, I charge $1 for the jug.
Okay.
But otherwise, you can come as much as you want in the 2-week trial period.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. It's a nice way for people to give it a try without making a big commitment.
Right.
And feeling how they feel.
Yes.
Or how their plants look.
Yes, or how their dog is behaving or whatever.
Right.
Everything is important.
One thing that really struck me during your demonstration was, I know that when I clean my vegetables, I want a way to clean them well, because I juice a lot. And so I'm juicing, and I'm just rinsing my vegetables in the water. I don't really have a cleaner. And so that's something that really speaks to me.
Right.
Because
you're trying to do something healthy, but in turn, you may be harming yourself.
Right.
Unfortunately.
We all have good intentions.
Right, we do have good intentions, but you'd be better off buying a bottled juice. Almost.
Right.
To a degree.
Right.
So can I give you a drink
I
of
would love
water?
to try some, yes.
So if you notice in this picture, you're going to see a bunch of bubbles.
Okay.
And that's the hydrogen. And I just want you to take a drink and tell me what you think about it.
I almost want to wine.
I know, yeah.
Smell it.
Right? Yeah, smell it if you want. Thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't ask her to do
refreshing.
that. Yeah. And what do you think?
I mean, it tastes delightful. I mean, it's delicious. It's got kind of a silky texture to it.
Have you ever described water that way?
Well,
silky?
I mean,
most people don't.
No, and
until they taste my
water.
water.
I grew up on well water from Montana and Idaho, so we had really mineral-rich water, which was delicious and hearty, and we never ever thought twice about drinking it.
No, because it was right.
It was wonderful. And then I've also spent time in New Orleans, and the water there is not anything you can drink out of the faucet. So I always felt really lucky here in the Northwest that we've got water that's drinkable out of the faucet, but I'm realizing that it might not. It's not as safe as I thought it was.
Most people don't know.
Right.
And now what I've shown you, you can never unsee. Unfortunately.
Delicious.
That's a wonderful reaction. And the other thing is, sometimes people will say, "Well, Jennifer, water's water," and I say, "Okay, well, let me go get you some water out of the toilet. See how you like it." They're like, "Well, no, of course not." And I'm like, "Well, you said water is water." And then another thing, I'll ask people, "Do you think your water should have ingredients?" I don't.
Right. It should be
water.
Right.
It should be H2O. That's it.
Right.
But a lot of these bottled waters that are out there that try to say they're alkaline or good for you, they're adding things. They're adding baking soda. They're adding all kinds of preservatives to make the water last in the bottles, because they're not being bottled right away. They're being bottled years before they actually reach us.
Right. Well, and I think you've also got to worry about the plastic leaching into the water as well, correct?
You do.
Yeah.
Because that's how they cool the bottles down. When they make the bottles, they fill it with water, and then they package it.
Wow. Huh.
So it's
kind of a double whammy there.
They're using the water to cool the bottles from the heated plastic.
Wow.
Yum.
Wow. Okay, more reasons to drink out of your own bottles.
Right. Yes.
Recyclable items.
Yes, for sure.
What are some of the challenges that you've had since you started here?
I think the biggest challenge would be the parking.
Okay.
The parking is ridiculous. And as far as the business, I don't have any real challenges because what I'm doing is a positive thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't have any kickback of negativity.
That's great.
I'm very positive, I'm optimistic, and I'm somebody who's always going to succeed. I'm a winner.
I love that.
So I don't give up, I don't quit. And as long as you believe in what you're doing, mm-hmm. you'll be successful.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah.
And then tell me a little bit about what you like about working and having a business here in the downtown Tacoma area.
I like being down here because it's very close to my house.
Okay.
And I also like to meet new people mm-hmm. every day. You know, people walk in that I haven't met before, and I provide water, and it's a good thing for them. Mm-hmm. And a lot of passerbys, and you know, it's just downtown is beautiful. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice area to be in.
I know I love downtown Tacoma.
Yeah, I like it too. Mm-hmm. I like it in the day, I like it at night. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just...
Well, you're right up the street from so many different restaurants and across the way.
So close to everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a good spot. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Why do you think it is important for people to shop local?
Well, because if you don't shop local, we won't be here. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, you can see even the other day, the local Walgreens closed right down the street. And I'm thinking, Walgreens, right. That's a necessity.
Well, that's it's a big deal that there's a major retailer that's shutting down.
That's a scary thing to me. Mm-hmm. And this store survived the whole COVID thing. You know, we never shut down. We never were closed one single day because of it.
Did your business increase with the pandemic because of being able to have better water for people that is going to help keep you healthy?
Yes, okay. And the fact that when you couldn't get hand sanitizer at any of these local retailers, mm-hmm. I provided free hand sanitizer to everyone in the city.
Wow.
I went on my feet, door to door, place to place, handing out little bottles of free hand sanitizer.
Wow.
We handed out over 5,000 bottles.
Well, you're definitely somebody that's good to have in your corner, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything that's going on that, you know, any customers would want to know about with your business? Anything that you have happening?
Yeah, I do plan to have demos here once a month.
Okay.
And we do it here. I have a partner that helps me with it. And while you're here at the demo, then everybody leaves with water too. And you learn a lot. Mm-hmm. We show a PowerPoint, mm-hmm. and then we show the live demo, more of what I showed you, but a little in depth.
Sure. And then let's talk a little bit about where your water filtration systems are from, because we talked about that initially when I came in, but
right.
Let's tell everybody else.
The company started in 1974 in Japan, Okinawa, and that's where they come from, and they're shipped directly to you when you purchase one.
Okay.
There's a local corporate office in Linwood.
Okay.
That is strictly owned by Enagic. I'm not owned by Enagic. I'm an independent contractor owning my LLC.
Okay. What happens if you needed some maintenance on your machine? What would you do? Who would you contact?
So once a year, you do have to have it deep cleaned.
Okay.
You can either have that done locally here.
Okay.
And or there's other facilities that you can ship it out to.
Okay.
Now, if there's a problem with your machine and it needs repaired, mm-hmm. you would indeed have to have it shipped to Texas.
Okay. But you have a plan for that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's pretty great. I mean,
yeah.
I learned a lot more today about water than I really expected to.
Right.
Just even because, like I said, I thought that our drinking water was fine here in the Northwest, and you're teaching me that it's not. It's not. So
it's not. And
thank you for turning that light on for me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And anyone is welcome to come down and spend time and learn and try the water.
I love that.
We don't turn anybody away.
I love that. So let's give everybody how to contact you. What is your contact information?
Okay, so the address here is 623 St. Helens Avenue, Tacoma, 98402. And it's a little tricky because when you Google that, it's actually Market Street.
Okay.
So Market turns into St. Helens. Don't get off Market, or you're going to go in circles for about 5 minutes and you're not going to be happy about it. And or you can contact me via phone, 253-224-6740.
Wonderful. And what are your hours of operation if people wanted to come into the shop?
I'm here Monday through Friday, 12 to 6, and Saturday and Sunday by appointment only.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for giving me the demonstration and sitting down and talking to me for a little bit to learn about your business. Like I said, you've definitely had some lights go off for me.
Great.
Perhaps that she has for you too. So I just want to say thank you again, and stop by anytime down here at the Healthy Water Store in downtown Tacoma and come and see Jennifer.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day, everybody.